Today we'll be doing a cam replacement for a Mathews Outback bow. I had a customer come to me with a 28-inch draw length setup bow, 60 pound, and he is 30-inch draw length. So unfortunately on the old solo cams, there's no switch weight mods, anything like that. So you actually have to replace the cam. This would be a short tutorial on how to do that. First thing we have to do is take off this limb stop. Otherwise, we won't be able to press the bow properly. Just a little Allen wrench screw, pop that out. One quick note about orientation. Make sure that when you have this thing in the press, that the side that you're working from has some of the more difficult to access areas. The first step that we have to do is to take off this clip, and we have to pull the axle through. We have to do that in order to get all the cables free. So we're going to press this, we're going to take the axle off. One critical part is make sure that the cables don't twist around all the mounting points. Otherwise you can have issues with timing as well as peep twists and other things that could be a problem. But after we get this taken off, we're going to probably reinstall a D-loop because it was a little high, and tie in a peep. So full setup after we swap out that cam. Before you install the new cams, make sure that you file off any of the burrs that are on it, because that can cause premature string wear. So just a quick file, nothing too rough, just make sure there's no sharp edges. So we've got tightened on the bow press, so now we just have to pop off this little clip. Now we just have to use a punch to press this pin back through. So after we pop this pin out, then our cam will slide freely. Now we just have to put the new cam on in its place. So I try to keep it under tension as much as I can, like I said, so you don't have an issue with the strings potentially twisting on you. So try to swap them over. One good thing to do is take a picture before you start this, just so if you do get confused, then you can always go back. All right, so we got the strings. That's pretty much it as far as the cam replacement goes. New strings all went in. Our clip got put back on. Now we're ready to basically just set it up like a normal bow. So we got the cam swapped out. Everything looks really good so far. Now, it was originally set up where they backed out the limb bolts. So now we're going to tighten it back down to get it to 60 pounds. Pretty easy, shown in another video, but basically you're just tightening. Make sure you do it half a turn each side. This one's going to be all the way back down. The limb bolt's tightened down. Now all I'm going to do is check to make sure that the D-loop is set to the appropriate height. Most likely it's not. I'll have to probably tie in a new one. And then undo his peep, because peep height will be changed too for him. So once I get all that done, then I'll wait until he's here before I fully tie in the peep. But I've got other videos that you should check out if you want to know how to do any of those steps. Otherwise, this thing will be pretty much ready to hunt next time you see me.